Good morning.
And committee members. I'm Pamela Fields, the Executive Director of the ARC of Meriden Wallingford, and I am here to introduce Tom McCann, who is a past president of People's First of Connecticut and an advocate for all of the individuals here who have not been able to speak for themselves.
Good morning. Hello, members of the legislature. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to testify today on this important issue. My name is Thomas McCann, and I live on my own in a condo that I bought in Manchester, Connecticut. I live independently. I have no roommates except for Ginger, my cat, which is my roommate. I can live, walk independently because I have support staff from MARC, which is a private agency. If I did not receive these supports, I would be lost. It's a damn shame for MARC to not get the money they need so they can help people like me stay in their own homes. My staff and my friends' staff help us do what we need to do to live independently. If MARC doesn't get the money they need for that, then we would be stuck at home with nothing to do. My staff helps me with groceries, shopping, getting to my doctor's appointments, taking me to People Force meetings, taking my friends and me to the movies, and to go out to dinner. All these things your legislators do to have a full and happy life. If I couldn't get help to do these things, my life would be down the drain. Please support MARC and all other agencies to get the money they need to do. They can do things that they were meant to do and help people with disability live in the community. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. McCann. We probably could end our forum there. I appreciate all that. That really says it all. Representative Walker.
Good morning, Mr. McCann.
Good morning.
Thank you for coming up and testifying. I have a question. How long have you been living on your own?
I've been living on my own for 22 years.
22 years. That's fantastic. Do you have other members of your organization that are living on their own in the same area with you?
Yes, I have 3 other people that live. One, they've been living on their own for 15 years. And we have another person that's been living on their own for 30 years.
And if you didn't have MARC, who would help you do any of these things that you've been doing now?
It would be my family.
Okay, is your family close by here?
Yes, they're close by, but my problem is if I didn't have the help from them, I don't want the help from my family.
Okay.
I want the help from my family, yes, to do the things that I need to have done in my house. But to have my staff and MARC do these things, take me groceries, go out to the movies, go to dinner, I'd rather have them do that. That's what they're meant to do, and that's what they're paid to do.
So you get to feel you are allowed to be independent, and you're allowed to have a life just like everyone else.
Yes.
Do you work, sir?
I worked at Super Stop Shop for 3 years.
Very good. Very, very good. Okay. Well, thank you very much for coming up to testify, and I think you give good praise for Mark and why we should keep funding programs like Mark so that people can be more independent. So we thank you for coming up.
Thank you.
Thank you. Representative Tersiak.
Hi. Welcome, Tom. Thank you very much for coming. What town do you live in?
Live in Manchester, Connecticut.
I ask that because you have lobbied me at so many meetings in New Britain. I thought you lived there.
Well, yeah, I have.
The People First folks should be very proud of you.
Actually, Jean Bowen knew that I was coming today.
Very good.
And she gave me all the support that I need.
Thank you very much for coming here and doing in a bigger forum what you've done in New Britain and with me and with other legislators. I appreciate it. And Mr. Chairman, I thank you for the indulgence.
You're welcome. Anytime, Representative Tersiak. Tom, I just wanted to pick up quickly on what Representative Walker raised. You use the word help a lot, but behind that help, I mean, you're the one going out doing the grocery shopping, you're the one working. This is support to let you do what you can do. So this is not this like thing where people are just doing everything for you, right? I mean, you're doing it.
We're doing everything that we need to do. They're just supervising us in how we're doing it.
Giving you a little extra help like we all need in different areas, but we all have that challenge in many ways.
And before I leave, I would like to say this. Even though that we can do what we are meant to be doing, we're here not just to be helpless. We're here to tell you people that we need the support, they need the money. These programs like private agencies like Mark, they need the money so they could do the programs that they were meant to be doing.
Thank you.
And to help us.
Right. And I want one other thing that I picked up on in your statement. You talked about the people at Mark that do give you some support, and you described it in a way that wasn't. It's not this just technical type of a job. That there is a friendship also that's there. There is care beyond the specific job description, right? I mean, it's more than just someone going out and giving you a ride. It sounds like. Is that true?
Yes, it's. Well, each and every person that has support from Mark has a job coach. And their job is to bring us to work and to see if there's any openings to go back to Mark, and they could tell them that there's another opening. But we're there to do the job. They're there to support us.
It sounds like their support is not just by taking you and coaching you, though, that you have friends. I mean, you've made friendships with these other people, right?
Well, we're one big happy family.
Good. And I thank you for making that point, because I think that's something that's sometimes lost. We're not just talking about, again, a job description which we can put on a piece of paper with words. There's more to what's going on here that has intangible things that you can't describe, types of benefits to the community, to your life, to family life, to everything. So I think that's an important point to make. And one other thing, and I'll call on Representative Thompson, I might someday need a speechwriter, so I'm going to probably give you a call. Representative Thompson.
Thank you, Tom. You're from my town.
Yes, I am.
I hope you voted for me.
How are you?
I would like to brag about Mark Inc. and the work it has done, and you certainly have demonstrated how that work has paid off. But when we were doing welfare to work some years ago, we asked Laurie Pratko and Mark Inc. to participate in it with their job coach model and helping people move from unemployment and welfare into paying jobs. Well, Mark Inc. became the most successful program of its kind in the state. And at one time, we were told by the Labor Department it was probably the most successful program in the country in helping people get on their feet and live independently. And in addition to that, when we had a problem with school dropouts, I don't know whether you're aware of this, but they came in and helped us out, and they've been having graduation ceremonies ever since. Through a program of work and adult evening education and so on. So I'm glad you came, and I've heard from so many families in our community about their relief that their children are living independently and will live independently the rest of their lives. So thank you very much for coming and giving a plug for Mark Inc. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Representative Thompson, and thank you, Tom. And Pam, I apologize I didn't introduce you before, but welcome also. Thank you very much.
Thank you.